The question for today is, do you agree with John Jones? Who do you think is the better trash talker? Conor McGregor or Chael Sonnen? It's pretty easy, guys. Give me an answer and why.
It's not easy. That's my whole problem. I think Chael is the more clever trash talker. I think outside of the cage, he's the better trash talker. But for what we're talking about, getting into your opponent's head, I think Conor McGregor has had more success doing that than Chael Sonnen has. So I guess to answer your question, to answer this specific question, I'm going to say Conor McGregor. But outside the cage, I think it's Chael Sonnen.
Okay. I'll go a little bit further than that. So I agree pretty much with everything you said. I think Chael's more clever, 365. Throughout the year, he can just be on, whether it's in a suit and holding a mic, broadcasting for ESPN, or if he's calling fights. It can just come out of him at any time. I think he's just banked so much over the years that he can pull out whatever he needs to do. Now, granted, on fight week, he does tend to just center on the opponent, and sometimes there's some great wit, and he can be very clever then, but not to the level of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor on fight week, or at least at a press conference, I mean, he takes this whole thing over. Plus, he's got legions of fans that cheer for whatever he's got to say. So even if we do give him a 5 or a 6 on the joke, it doesn't matter. They all register like 10s. You know what I mean? So on fight week and at press conferences, there's no one else like Conor McGregor. But 365 days of the year, I do appreciate what Chael can do with his podcast on television at fight week. It's just two different styles, but I think this is more of an MMA question, and it has to do with wins and losses. I think that's where John Jones was hit. So I say Conor McGregor.
Yeah, it's tough. Two different styles, maybe even two different ways you can kind of approach this question. Personally, I like Chael Sonnen's style of trash talk better, so I guess that's where my vote would be, and maybe a lot of that was early work done. I don't know if he's ever going to top that, the Nogueira brothers with the feeding the carrot to the buses, but I won't disagree though. I think as far as effective trash talk, I feel like Conor McGregor is definitely the more effective trash talker.
Yeah, and I think that's where John Jones was headed, because with Conor McGregor, he's actually made these predictions. They've come true. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what kind of had Chael get pissed off and go on a tweet storm, is because there was some truth to some of what he was saying. There was some big, high-level trash talk, but at the end of the day, it's the other guy getting his hand raised, and I think that's what made Conor McGregor just the more genius, if you will. All right, this is how the audience, Junkie Nation, our readers, our listeners, this is how you voted. 71% of you said Conor McGregor. 29% of you said Chael Sonnen. We had over 2,100 votes registered, so a lot of people chiming in here, and we encourage you on Twitter and when we post these on MMA Junkie to leave your comments so we can see what you're also thinking. And there you have it. There's today's Daily Debate, brought to you by the MMA Junkie Radio team.